Arsenal make the 460-mile round trip to Lancashire.
460 miles. I'm glad them boys are out of the Prem. I'm glad to see the back of Burnley Football Club. I'm glad they're relegated. Bins, we love that. I want to see more free kicks from Odegaard this season. I know he's no James Ward-Prowse, but I need that, bro. I need to take a game up to another level. I know you've been a wonder kid, but you need to be a wonder man. You need to be a wonder man, bro.
Nobody knows about the story. This is the first time I'm telling to people.
Before we get to Oba's story, I know we've heard of David Copperfield, Roy and Siegfried, David Blaine, Darren Brown, all these type of magicians. But the biggest magician I've seen so far is Aubameyang's barber, bro. Fam, he is doing the Lord's work.
That's why I'm doing a star always against them, because that day I remember I scored twice for him. I was really happy. And
amazing goals. That one from outside of the box.
Since then, I always do something for him, and so he's my star.
If that's the same game where Torreira scored, that puts the goals in different contexts, isn't it? Like if he found out that day and then still played, that's amazing. But then if he scored and then found out after, that's even more. You know, he didn't take any time out. He just got on with it, man. You know, and no one would have begrudged him if he was to be like, you know what, I don't want to play. Not only does Pablo Mari look like a Hugo Boss model, but he also looks like that Donny, the actor that was in, the lead actor in 365 Days. Awful movie, unless you're a lonely, horny woman. But don't watch it. But just if you know, you know. But just click that into. Don't worry, you can clear your cookies. But just click that into Google so you can see the comparison. He definitely looks like that.
When it comes to the close control of the football,
I've got that Finding Nemo trim.
He is proud. He's definitely proud of me. But
I keep forgetting that Smith Rowe is mixed race.
Emil's talent was obvious.
That's a nasty finish. I need that instant replay. Yucky. What about that?
His parents moved from Nigeria to London.
Even though I'm not Nigerian myself, and to see Saka play for England, you know, he's cemented his place in the team, and I fully expect him to go to the World Cup. It would require something quite disastrous, not for him to make that squad, but deep down, I would have liked him to represent Nigeria still, and a lot of the black players, especially like I mentioned before, like Maitland-Niles, Jamaican heritage. He might only get 2, 3, 4 caps for England. Go and be a hero down there, fam. Go and be a hero for your home nation. It would mean more to them. It would mean more to your family too. I'm not telling people what to do, but I urge them to be more open-minded when they're making these decisions. For example, Nketiah, I hope he represents Ghana.
A story behind everybody.
Get you a partner that looks at you the way Carlos looks at Bukayo Saka. I'm gonna pause it right at that moment. Look at that. I have yet to find somebody in my life to look at me the way that.
Confidence, and if we come in tomorrow, just go up, man.
I feel like this scene feels a bit fabricated. I can't lie. Maybe I'm being cynical. I don't know. Remember what I said before? I don't know. That feels a bit. I don't know.
Often feisty.
Adebayo was a dickhead for that still.
And occasionally, there's a moment of genius.
Genius. Thierry does such an underrated move here. He fakes like he's gonna go shoot on his right, cut back on his left. I have to replay this. But it's so subtle, yet it's so genius. He's running away from whoever it was, left man like Jamie Redknapp in his wake. He's shaping up like he's going to shoot on his right foot. Chops back on his left. Does a little shoulder feint like he's going to cut back on his right. But instead of coming back on his right, he takes an extra touch with his right towards the left. Just to create that extra bit of separation. Slot home with his left foot. Derby done. I'm surprised I haven't seen more players do this, but it's such a instinctive, such a subtle, but such a genius move, man. I have to wheel it back again because I don't think they're gonna play it. Look at it. Shape up, fake, touch. Ledley King had no chance, bro. I think the streets, legend has it that this is the move that made Ledley King lose the cartilage in his knees. Sent man to the shop for a super malt and still in return yet. I wonder who chooses the music in the dressing room. But what's killing me is there is no other situation where a man like Takahiro Tomiyasu will be listening, Japanese international Takahiro Tomiyasu will be listening to D-Block Europe. I wonder if he's such a clash of worlds that you would find nowhere else apart from football. I wonder if he's telling any of his Japanese brethren about D-Block Europe and young ads.
These people today, the way they see these two things doing it, they will.
I know this is supposed to be like motivational and super serious, but if I saw those diagrams on the board, I would struggle to not laugh still.
Win every tackle. When you score, you look in their faces. Look at the emotion. Look how much they love you. And show them how much you love them. Okay?
Guys, we are so privileged.
Let's go, Stuart! Let's go! Well, man was playing I'm a boss in there as well, but I'll play devil's advocate again for a second. These is one of these things, if it works, you look like a genius. But if it fails, you look like an absolute fraudster. But football is a game that's kind of steeped in tradition. A lot of principles, a lot of them are primitive. They say, oh, you're wearing gloves when it's cold, you must be soft. All foolishness like that. So I don't mind people trying new things, especially when your team needs a boost, especially when your team is not playing well. You might have to try different things. They respond to different things. People respond to different things that boost them. This could be something that boosts them. You can't bring this out of the hat every game, but every now and then you can. But again, it has to work though, because you look like an absolute idiot. Yet again, a year is such a long time in football. Look who's starting for Tottenham, Dele Alli. Not only is he not at Tottenham anymore, but he can't even buy a start. He can't even buy a start. That's incredible. Hey, Benny Blanco, aka Casa Amor Cannavaro, aka Boohoo Beckenbauer. I have that yellow Sega shirt actually. Well, I used to have it. I gave it to a girl I used to date, and she kept it. I want it back. If you're watching this, send it back to my yard, please.
Saka now running forward. It's 3 against 2. Saka tries to pass the ball back. It comes back to Saka, and he scores.
What makes that goal even sweeter? They don't show it in this clip, but they dispossessed Harry Kane. He got caught in possession, and that led to this goal. I love that. Man like Stuart, you know, club legend. This is Stuart's moment, but look at Pablo Mari again. I'm not trying to single man out, but not only does he look like a Hugo Boss model again, man's wearing the denim shirt with the turtleneck. Man's doing up real menswear hours right now. I love it. If this is how we're celebrating a win, imagine when we win the league, bro. It's gonna be absolute pandemonium.